Thank you for joining us for this look at the best original reporting from KPBS News this week. I'm Maya Trabulsi. Coming up, how the unhoused survived the elements. Those who camp along San Diego's riverbeds tell us just how difficult life can be when the skies open up. And keeping healthy in the new year, experts share some advice on how to develop a routine for any age or fitness level. And take a trip to the Wonder Museum, the new visual feast for the eyes, now welcoming visitors downtown. This weekend is a somber one for law enforcement in Southern California. Saturday, they'll lead a 50-mile procession to honor Darnell Calhoun. Kitty Alvarado has the story of the Riverside County Sheriff's deputy who also made a big impact in San Diego.
We first met Riverside County Sheriff's Deputy Darnell Calhoun last March at his new station in Lake Elsinore, where he also lived, a far cry from the hour-and-a-half-long commute to San Diego. The story was about officers like Calhoun leaving San Diego and other big cities to work for the Riverside County Sheriff's Department. Calhoun was happy he could spend more time with his wife and 2 little boys. We asked if more money would have made him stay in San Diego.
Money would have been great, but I mean, that would have had to have been something really significant because I really am valuing the fact that I'm home, I'm patrolling home. My new colleagues are really great. So I miss, some of the people I worked with and stuff in San Diego, but I'm glad I'm here.
In San Diego, they paired up the rookie with a veteran. That veteran was Officer Chad Crenshaw.
Yeah, I would always tease him that, I was going to show him the ropes. I instantly liked him. He and I would always tell cheesy dad jokes.
Crenshaw says when Calhoun went to Riverside County, he was happy for him.
When I kept in touch, we threw him a going away party down here, and we kept in touch. Like I said, he just called me 2 days ago and made plans to, get together soon.
Calhoun was killed Friday while answering a domestic violence call in Lake Elsinore. Crenshaw was among the San Diego police officers who rushed up to the hospital after the shooting. Crenshaw says his former partner was quick to act when he thought lives were at risk. He recounted this story from their time together.
A gentleman had a heart attack while picking up his daughter from high school. We raced over there and got there before medics did, and Darnell immediately jumped on and started CPR. And when the medics showed up, they said, hey, if it wasn't for Darnell's quick action in doing chest compressions, this guy wouldn't have lived. So Darnell, he's a hero.
While putting this story together, we found this clip we didn't use in last year's story. In it, Calhoun shares why he wanted to become a police officer.
I really do enjoy going out and helping people and assisting people and things. I know that sounds super cliche, but that is my heart. I enjoy doing that, and so I enjoy getting out and assisting people in different ways. I like to, watch over those who can't help themselves and protect them from people who, for lack of a better word, suck.
Calhoun is the second Riverside County deputy killed on duty in just over 2 weeks. He is survived by his 2 sons and pregnant wife. Kitty Alvarado, KPBS News.
President Joe Biden spent part of his week in the Bay Area to view damage from recent storms. Governor Gavin Newsom shared these photos from Thursday's presidential trip to Santa Clara and Santa Cruz counties. A major disaster declaration is in effect for the area, and FEMA says the administration is making extra money available to help with the recovery. For some San Diego's unhoused residents, there are few places to turn during stormy weather. KPBS reporter Jacob Ayer met one man who shared how he's getting by.
Here next to the 163 freeway is part of the recently flooded San Diego River. It's an area many homeless people call home. But with the recent storms and floods that the area's had, they've gone in search of drier land. CC Brewer was trying to stay dry under a makeshift tent and tarp near Fashion Valley Mall. That's one of the parts of San Diego that got hit hardest by flooding.
I am holed up in Palm Canyon on the edge of Hotel Circle because of the rain. I knew it was going to be raining. I camped close down the road and I was afraid of a mudslide.
Facilities.
Bob McElroy is the CEO of Alpha Project, a nonprofit organization that provides services and shelter to the homeless. He told KPBS there's been a rise in the number of people living in high-risk areas like riverbeds and canyons. His organization's outreach teams help to connect people in those places to their shelters amid the storm.
When things get really bad like this, people are more enthusiastic about coming inside for services. So we've been set aside some beds at all 4 facilities for folks, and we've seen a dramatic increase in folks coming up out of the riverbed.
At least 7 people had to be rescued due to the flooding of the San Diego River. Brewer says others living in the riverbed branched out, looking for higher ground. He and McElroy agree that most people like himself want and need permanent housing, and without it, more people will be in dangerous situations.
There's always people that last to hear, the floodgates are opening, run. They don't know. They're sitting in their tents and all of a sudden here comes this wall of water. And it's happened several times. Luckily, I know not to be down there when it's raining.
The city's inclement weather shelter program will provide over 100 beds tonight at 4 locations throughout San Diego. Jacob Ayer, KPBS News.
It should stay dry this weekend, but another weather phenomenon will be on display. If your plans include a trip to the beach, well, Claire Strong tells us the king tide will be putting on quite a show.
It's been a busy few weeks for lifeguards in Del Mar. First, there was high surf and heavy rain, which led to beach closures and flooding. And now they're bracing for king tides, which is a non-scientific term used to describe exceptionally high tides that usually occur during a new or full moon.
We're watching the weather patterns, we're watching the surf forecast, that type of thing. In some of the areas we do have the barricades up, so that limits the coastal flooding and intrusion back onto the streets, protects some of the homes, that type of thing.
The recent heavy rain and high surf has washed away large amounts of sand, leaving less of a buffer between the waves and people's houses. Locals are now placing sandbags outside to protect their homes from flooding. Chad Henrik is renovating a house on 29th Street and had a near miss last Friday when a huge wave breached the property's seawall.
It obviously came up over the wall, completely destroyed the seawall here, broke off a big chunk of our seawall, knocked a glass panel out. Had a little bit get in the house, but we actually survived pretty well compared to a couple of these other houses up and down the area.
Lifeguards have also closed off beach entrances like this one here for safety reasons.
We're going to have very little beach access in the mornings during this cycle and more so in the afternoon. So obviously it couples in with the surf size, the surf interval, onshore winds, and then what's happening from our river valleys and how much water we're getting from the east as well is going to determine how accessible and how much recreation capabilities are available on each public beach.
The king tide is expected to peak at over 7 feet early on Saturday. Claire Strong, KPBS News.
Eggs aren't the only things flying off of the shelves. KPBS North County reporter Tanya Thorne shows us how live chickens are also in high demand right now.
Hawthorne Country Store in Escondido is seeing something they've never experienced before.
We've never been sold out of chickens like this. Like, it's crazy.
Heather Thielen owns the feed and homestead supply store. She says usually during this time of year, their pens are full of chickens.
And we're getting calls every day, 2, 3, 4 calls every day asking, do you have chickens? Do you have chickens? Do you have chickens that are ready to lay? And we're like, nope, you got to start from scratch at this point, literally.
The avian flu outbreak is not only impacting egg prices, but supplies of chickens as well. Feed stores are only getting baby chicks right now, and they won't be ready to lay eggs for another 6 months. But Thielen says that's not turning people away, and even the baby chicks are getting sold right away.
Magically, the feed and the expense and the time and effort it goes into having these fantastic, wonderful, self-supporting food source is a little more worth it right now.
Thielen says the people really reaping the benefits right now are the ones that got pandemic chickens.
Well, during COVID, a lot of people got chickens, and those people I think are happy right now, happier. They might have been going, oh, this is maybe too much work, or you know, I've had some attrition. I don't know if I want to add new babies again. And now they're like, oh, well, maybe I do.
Thielen admits chickens are a commitment, but there are people that help with the job.
Hi, girls.
Like Allison Andrews Cantor, the owner of Cleaner Coops, a chicken coop cleaning company.
So as long as you keep up with maintenance or, hire somebody to do it for you, then they're a wonderful addition to have to your family. They're great if you have small kids. If you're a senior at home, they're lovely companions. There's nothing better, in my opinion, than coming out in the morning on a sunny day in San Diego. Oh, we have one laying an egg, you hear it? And having a cup of coffee with your flock. It's awesome.
Cantor's clients didn't want to appear on camera because their HOA doesn't allow chickens in their community. But the homeowner says the chickens have been a great hobby for their elderly dad, popular during family parties, and a nice investment with the recent high egg prices. Andrew says the avian flu outbreak highlights how important cleanliness is for a food source.
And that's one of the reasons why, if you do have backyard chickens, you need to be mindful that cleanliness is a really big deal, especially if you have little ones at home or any family members and other pets.
She recommends setting up a hand washing station and dedicated shoes when handling the chickens.
And the best part of having chickens is they pay rent with their eggs. And right now, we all know that that's a huge value.
The other value, Cantor says, is the taste of your own homegrown eggs.
There's nothing better than knowing what you feed your flock comes directly back into you and on your plate. And I will tell you, once you've had your own eggs from your girls, there is nothing that compares.
To help with the recent interest in backyard chickens, Hawthorne Country Store is holding Chicken 101 courses in February. Tanya Thorne, KPBS News.
And that story by Tanya is included in Friday's San Diego News Now podcast. It's one of several KPBS podcasts that you can stream anytime, wherever you get your podcasts. And here are some of the other stories getting attention online this week. Amita Sharma's investigation into the Public Defender's Office includes the County Public Defender's admission of false statements in a wrongful termination case. Claire Tregeser has the concerns from the San Diego teachers over the support they're getting for the new transitional kindergarten program. And we also have a Q&A on the new food recycling program in San Diego. And that's all right now available at kpbs.org. Now that we're a few weeks into 2023, how are your resolutions going? They're not always the easiest to stick to. And KPBS health reporter Matt Hoffman got advice from fitness instructors on setting some reachable goals.
Inside the fitness center at San Diego Oasis, people are getting their dance and exercise on. This group class is called cardio drumming. Fitness instructor Andra Valencia leads the class.
It's definitely a good cardio workout. So we're using the whole body and we're engaging all the muscles in the body to stabilize ourselves, and so it's a really good full body workout.
Oasis recently held their annual Fitness Palooza. It's where seniors are able to try a variety of group exercise classes and plan ahead for any New Year's resolutions.
I think it's always a good time to reset your goals for the year and get going as far as, maybe we ate too much over the holidays, and so I think everyone's ready to just get rid of all of the winter fun that we've had and get started on a new page, fresh new page.
Some people will drop off after the beginning of the year, but Valencia says cardio drumming is typically fully booked. She says when it comes to New Year's resolutions to get fit, choose something that's going to be fun.
If it feels like it's a chore, if it feels like you're really struggling to get out and do something, just pick something easy and, something that you can keep moving.
Lisa Garvey from Santee came to check out all the different classes, which included soul line dancing and Zumba Gold. She's here on a New Year's resolution to improve her health.
My husband passed away last year, and so I had been a caregiver for many years to take care of him, and so now I thought I have to take care of myself now.
Garvey says she's tried gyms before, but they weren't for her.
It wasn't an environment that I really thought was that much fun for me. I kind of like the camaraderie of the class because people are very supportive here. If you've never done it before, somebody will say, it's okay, it'll be great, don't worry, just watch everybody. And I kind of like that.
It's that sense of community that fitness instructor and personal trainer Russell Rowe says is key for long-term results. He also says it shouldn't feel like a chore.
If you can make it enjoyable, like bring music with you, talk to friends, go in a nice hike, where the scenery is beautiful, and do something that you can do that doesn't require you to drive too far or do, like convenience is a huge factor too. That's one of the things that allows people to stick with their exercise.
Roe says his personal training business is very busy this time of year.
Because of New Year's resolutions, of course. People eat a little bit too much over Christmas, don't exercise as much, they're more socializing, having fun, and then they're like, oh, I gained a few pounds, so it's time to get back in shape.
Roe says pairing a New Year's resolution with a long-term goal helps people stay motivated. He also says people shouldn't be expecting results overnight.
As a personal trainer, you try and get people not to focus on the weight so much as the behavioral changes that will bring the weight off gradually, naturally. So you're looking at more at lifestyle changes. Here we go.
January is definitely the busiest time of the year for us. We typically start the year with an incentive, a promotion, to make it even easier to come.
Terry Moss is Senior Director of the Y Experience at the San Diego YMCA. They do more than fitness, but their 14 locations across the county all have gyms and pools. And less than 2 weeks into the new year, they've had 2,600 new members sign up.
I think it's just the year of hope. People are hopeful for new things this year, 2023. Maybe habits they haven't had a chance to get to do in a couple years.
Moss says over the next 9 months, they expect about half of those new members to drop off. They ran a promotion in January and are holding a challenge next month to help people stick with their fitness goals. At the Y, it's also about building that sense of community.
We want to build a relationship with you so you want to stay. We want to help you find a connection with your group exercise instructor, your swim instructor, other people in the class. So the reason you stay isn't because you have to, it's because you want to.
Fitness instructors say people don't need to be part of a class or a gym to start getting fit. Changing your diet and taking small steps like going on a regular walk or a hike can also help. Matt Hoffman, KPBS News.
California's new law to reduce the amount of food waste that's dumped into landfills also applies to our schools. KPBS education reporter MG Perez went to Chula Vista to see how kids are learning to compost and conserve through gardening.
There is a lot of life happening on this quarter-acre of land in Chula Vista.
I think one side is peppers and the other side is strawberries. So these are the blooms that will turn into blueberries.
These young gardeners are students here at Finney Elementary, and they're learning the importance of caring for nature.
If we don't have plants, a lot of animals would die, and we would only have a little animals left in the world.
Chula Vista Elementary School District is home to 37 campus gardens across the South Bay, kept up by students, parents, and teachers who volunteer their time. The climate crisis and state laws targeting composting and conservation makes this soil a fertile learning ground.
They like getting their hands dirty, they like being outside, and there's nothing more amazing than seeing their eyes when they bite into something that they themselves have planted and watched grown.
What do you think?
It's really good.
The gardens of the Chula Vista Elementary School District are educational, but they're also intentional as living examples of the district's very strict wellness policy. That policy promotes movement and exercise for students and eliminates almost all junk food and candy from campuses. The Finney Elementary garden plot was an eyesore just 5 years ago.
There were broken down benches, just a lot of debris that was actually a hazard for the kids to be out here.
Michelle Posada has had 3 children who attended the school. She started the push for environmental education and action. Now she's called the Garden Mom.
If we can teach the students about composting organic waste from the cafeteria and then reusing it in the garden to grow new things and then reducing what we're sending over to the landfills, we can make a big impact.
That impact is growing every day. MG Perez, KPBS News.
Some women give birth outside of the hospital because their babies come too quickly and they don't make it in on time. But a growing number now plan to have a home birth with a certified midwife. KPBS reporter Claire Tregesser says the number has shot up since the beginning of the pandemic.
You gonna smile?
It's a warm afternoon, and Emily is cuddled up on the couch with her baby Willow. She remembers how excited she was in early 2022 when she found out she was pregnant. But she was a lot less excited about the idea of giving birth in a hospital, especially during COVID.
Like, there might be restrictions on how many people can come in, and you probably have to wear a mask.
Emily asked to be identified by only her first name for privacy. She says COVID restrictions led her to think about alternatives. She wanted to avoid the medical interventions that can come in a hospital. Then she had an unsettling prenatal appointment.
That my goal was to have an unmedicated birth. She kind of chuckled a little bit and she said, a lot of women come in saying that, but they end up getting an epidural.
That was when Emily made up her mind. She would hire a midwife and give birth at home. Since the onset of the pandemic in early 2020, the number of home births has climbed dramatically, both nationally and in San Diego County. Countywide, the number rose by 28% from before COVID to the end of 2022. Midwives legally can oversee births without doctor supervision and usually bring medical tools, including oxygen tanks, suturing kits, and medication for hemorrhaging. Despite the growing popularity of home births, medical experts still say a hospital is the safest place to have a baby. Here's Dr. Alice Sutton, an OBGYN at UC San Diego.
There are some complications with birth that we just can't predict in advance.
Emily says she considered the possibility of complications, but felt safe because she lives only 5 minutes away from a hospital. Sutton says 5 minutes can be too long.
It takes time to get in the ambulance and get transferred to the hospital. And time can mean more time that someone is bleeding.
She says the most serious risk is the baby could die during labor or after delivery. Research shows that up to a third of women attempting home births end up going to the hospital. But the most common reason isn't a dangerous complication. It's because the mother is exhausted. Her labor has gone on too long, and she needs relief from an epidural or other pain medication.
All the medical supplies, we try to hide them so they looks a bit more personal.
Licensed midwife Heather Lemaster has seen her business boom during the pandemic.
It's been instrumental for families to really stop and go, wait a minute, I have other options. There's a variety of places that I can have my baby.
Lemaster charges $6,800 for a home birth and $2,000 more if a woman wants to come to her birth center. Insurance usually doesn't cover the cost. She says for home births, she involves the whole family as much as possible, including what she calls catching the baby the moment it's born.
Either the partners will catch, or if there's little siblings or maybe a little bit teenagers, sometimes they want to catch their sibling. And so I kind of help facilitate that as well. There's this an empowerment that comes from that's words can't describe.
When Emily's labor started, she alerted her midwife. She was in for a long haul, 37 hours of labor.
It was very painful, way more painful than I was anticipating.
She was able to push through the pain and remain at home. She created a soothing environment with scented candles, soft lighting, and Christian worship music.
And by the time we had her at 3 a.m, I'd been, pushing for 4 hours, which was intense. But it was perfect.
Her daughter Willow is now 3 months old and thriving. And Emily is grateful that from the first moments, she and Willow were able to bond at home. Claire Tregesser, KPBS News.
And that is an example of the in-depth feature reporting from our KPBS newsroom. We have more on the KPBS YouTube page, and that's where you can also live stream KPBS Evening Edition weeknights at 5. Now, it can be easy to lose our sense of wonder as we get a little older, but one new museum in San Diego aims to restore that sense. KPBS reporter John Carroll shows us around the Wonder Museum.
The 134-year-old Brokers Building at 4th and Market has been the home for a number of businesses over the years, but nothing like this. This is the WNDR Wonder Museum. What is it? That's the first question I asked General Manager Andy Grants.
I would tell them it's an immersive art and technology experience.
We're a very untraditional museum.
What Grants calls the museum's tagline underlines the untraditional descriptor. You'd be hard-pressed to find any other museum that proclaims, "We are all artists."
You're encouraged to touch things, flip switches, explore, open doors, participate in the art.
Participation takes place in several ways here. There are a number of screens where you direct your interaction with what's on the screen. On one, the interaction happens with one of several recognizable works of art. This one with Frida Kahlo's self-portrait.
In this museum, what is art and what is beauty is definitely in the eye of the beholder.
There is art that is not immersive per se, like this piece of a Keith Haring mural painted along FDR Drive in Manhattan in 1984. But the emphasis is definitely on interactive and immersive. There is this room where the artist has imagined a pantheon of gods building their society. The 8-minute presentation sees the society through to its destruction. And there is this. It's called Inside Out by Scottish artist Lee Soshwitz. It's a representation of a garden shed on her family's property in Scotland. Through light and sound, Soshwitz imagines one of many powerful, quickly moving thunderstorms she witnessed from the shed as a child. Viewed from outside or inside the shed, it is an enrapturing, all-consuming experience. Like other museums, the Wonder Museum entertains, enlightens, and educates, but perhaps more than anything, it lives up to its name in sparking a sense of wonder. John Carroll, KPBS News.
We hope that you enjoyed this look at KPBS News this week. I'm Maya Trabulsi. Thanks for joining us.